All right, y'all. So, uh, wrestling has been over, but because I was at work at the time and I get out of work around 3:20, like most of the episode of wrestling is done, and I had to rewatch it. And man, I'm not. Look, you can see I'm not even outside of my work clothes. I ain't even take my shower yet. I had to watch wrestling, and hey, it was an eventful episode. It was an eventful episode. But I gotta do this episode and do a little bit of recap. But let's get into it right now. First of all, Javon had his first official match on Raw tonight since he signed. More on that later. But he had his first official match against Bravo tonight. And I'm going to say this. It's not so much the match, it's how Javon is performing. That guy is, because like, I'll say if, because all fans of wrestling probably somewhere along the lines imagined ourselves as a wrestler and what we would be like if we were in the WWE. What I would imagine myself I would be like is Javon. He is acting exactly like I would imagine myself I would act if I was in the WWE. He's doing all the flips and all the bounces, and my personal favorite, how he interacts with the crowd. Oh my goodness, he all over the place. The crowd is celebrating with him. He jumping in the crowd. I mean, it's like Jay Uso, but a little bit younger. But I like that part. And the whole jumping outside the ring, I love that. I don't know why more people don't do that. You don't have to do a flip. You don't have to do anything super reckless. Just a super fashionable jump outside the ring. A whole Peter Pan fly outside of the ring. I like that move that he did. He should do that more often. It looks so cool. And with Javon's style, it looks just perfect. Just that jump outside of the ring is so nice. Looks like a Peter Pan in flight. It's great. I loved it. Javon had a match and defeated Bravo from Los Americanos or whatever. Then they attacked Javon, but he somehow escaped because the guy's bouncy. So there's that. Then on the women's side, we got Raquel Rodriguez attacking Stephanie Vaquer again. And I ain't got a problem with it. I ain't got a single problem with it. Raquel brings up a good point. She does. In her interview with Michael Cole, she brings up a good point. Y'all were commentating on her when she was smiling when she was supposed to, not taking her opportunity, trying to wait her turn, trying to be a good person, trying to do things the right way. Y'all were just commenting on it. Y'all wasn't doing nothing for her. Now she got to take what's hers. And this is her taking what's supposed to be for her. And I ain't got no problem with it at all. Like I keep saying, she is laser focused on her goal. And her goal is that belt. And the champ right now is looking real vulnerable right now. So yeah, attack while the getting's good. And I don't blame Raquel at all. I would love if she had the gold. I'd love if she had the gold. But on the other side of the women is next week, after they did their respective promos, next week in Belfast, Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree. And of course, I'm going for Maxine Dupree. That Intercontinental belt is bouncing around. Why not bounce back to Maxine Dupree? Once again, congratulations on the marriage. Good job, Maxine Dupree. Marriage looked good on her. I thought Maxine Dupree looked good before, but man, since she got married, she looks even better. And her skills in the ring, like I say all the time, every time she gets in that ring, she gets better and better and better. And she already had her match with it and with Becky, and Becky skated by skin of her teeth. She won the match and arguably had to cheat to do that. So next week in Belfast, you better be ready. You better be ready because Maxine is on an all-time high. And I'm going for her. I'm going for it too. I hope she gets the belt back. I hope she gets that belt back. I'd love it. Then back on the men's side, we got almost in the early part of the episode, CM Punk saying he's done with the Vision. They tried to pull the numbers game. He had to face Braun. He beat Braun. He beat the Vision. They in the back rear view mirror. Okay, they're in the rear view mirror, and we looking forward now. Who won it? And then Finn Balor came out after a sort of pep talk from Liv and Roxanne. Sort of pep talk. But that prompted him to come out and try to handle business. And he stepped to CM Punk, the champ. And CM Punk said, I don't want to put their boy on the ground, but in front of your people, when you come after this belt, I'm gonna put you down. But you know me, I'm always believe you can win with Finn. I'm always go for Finn. Yeah, why not? Why not? If for nothing else but to impress the rest of the group. If for nothing else but to impress the rest of the group and put on a good showing for the Judgment Day, I'm all here for it. I'm cheering on Finn Balor. I am. I hope he does a great job when he goes for that belt. But back on the women's side, we got Rio with the titles and saying they're calling out all the tag teams. Now, me personally, I was hoping, Charlotte and Alexa would come out, but they playing it smart. Now that I think about it, they playing it smart. They really should just get their title shot. But there's other people in that line. There's Lyra and Bailey. There's the Kabuki Warriors who just lost it, so they're entitled to that rematch. And then there is Roxanne and Liv. And they had that match tonight where all of those teams battled it out. And Roxanne and Liv outsmarted everybody else. And they won that opportunity to face Rio later on. Now, me personally, it's whatever. I don't care if Rio keeps the belt. I don't care if Roxanne and Liv keeps the belt. I actually want the belts back with Charlotte and Alexa. Me personally. I mean, if it gets more glory for Charlotte, why not? And Charlotte seems to be on a whole new level now that she's paired with Alexa. I didn't expect that, but she's even better now. But yeah, there's that. Then we got back on the men's side, promised match from last week. AJ called out Gunther after he slapped the taste out of his mouth. He called out Gunther, said he was gonna tap him out like a little, you know what I'm saying? He tried. He tried this week. They had their match on today's episode of Raw. And if we being for real, he did it. He did it. It was strategic, but Gunther tapped out. He did. He technically tapped out, but the ref wasn't in position to see that. He tapped out like a little, you know what I'm saying? He did do that. But the ref didn't see that, and AJ released the hold without the bell going off, and he was confused as to why he hasn't won the match yet. And the ref said the match continues. I didn't see no tap out, okay? And then he goes back to Gunther while the ref is talking to the ring announcer saying, no, the match is still going on. He gets low blowed, and then he gets, bam, power bombed, and is over with. He lost his time. And let me tell you something else. we're in Brussels, okay? So I know people are expecting Gunther, the Austrian, to get booed because of the John Cena stuff, but this week Raw is in Brussels, and people were bowing down to Gunther. They were bowing down to. They love him over there. He showed enough ring general over there. They loved him. When he won that match, they were happy about it. When he came out, they were bowing to him, and it wasn't too many cheers for AJ while they were fighting. So, yeah, uh, Gunther outsmarted his opponent tonight with a tap out. That you don't see that every day. Somebody tapping out strategically to beat their opponent. Wade Barrett's right. You don't see that every day. That was some smart stuff. That was like some Dominic Mysterio level chicanery right there. But yeah, there's that was pretty smart. And then we have the last match with Dragon Lee Pentagon Jr. Versus what's his name? He just came back. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about if you've seen the episode, the Auszilla and the other dude. But they were having a good match. They were having a great match until Dragon Lee took his eye off his surroundings, celebrating too much with the crowd. Then here comes down the ramp, freaking Braun Breaker almost breaking Dragon Lee in half with a spear that looked real reminiscent of Carlito. I mean, he speared him hard. He speared him freaking hard. Oh my gosh. Dang, man. He speared Dragon Lee so hard, he flew back. But then before he could really do that whole drive-by thing across the ring, Adam Pearce came out. And let me tell you something. Adam was about to get pierced too. He was about to get pierced too. I mean, he started yelling at Bronson Reed after he did one of the splashes on Pentagon Jr. And then he started yelling at Braun Breaker after Braun Breaker speared Dragon Lee in the ring again. He started yelling at both of them. And I guess that set Braun Breaker off. He started putting hands on Adam Pearce and started yoking him up. Threw him into the ring post. Started cursing at him. And, oh my gosh, man. I was like, Braun, you gotta chill, man. You gotta chill. This ain't one of the wrestlers. This your boss, technically. You gotta calm down, man. But yeah, he's suspended indefinitely. So I guess it's just high level events for him for the near future. Man, Paul Heyman was a little taken back. He's like, we didn't plan this, man. Hey, I understand what happened, Adam Pearce. We don't control this man. He going off script every week. But yeah, Braun need to chill out, man. He got to calm down, or he gonna get fired. You go too far now. I will say though, I do like this side of him. I like this side of him. Don't play no games. Don't play no games. Make everybody take you serious. Just like Bronson Reed. He started tsunamiing people on top of cars, outside the ring, inside the ring. He made a believer out of Seth Rollins. He tsunamied him so much. Make people take you serious. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. But that's good. That's good. But that was a good episode of Raw in Brussels. Nice episode. It was freaking early and I had to turn on my phone right after I got out of work. But good episode of wrestling. Can't hardly wait for next week for Maxine to take on Becky. And for, what else? Punk to take on Finn Balor. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.